Midwest Farm Radio Show with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A partly to mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester, looking outside and taking a look at clouds, glimpses of sun here and there, a little bit of a breeze. Well, I say a little bit of a breeze. We've had some wind gusts of well over 30, 35, 38 miles per hour just within the past hour. It looks as though we're going to have to contend with that wind for the remainder of the day today and into the evening hours before we begin to see a little bit of a relief, but not much. And, of course, those temperatures, we already hit our high for the day today, and they're dropping down through the 20s. And it looks as though we'll probably be settling in below zero a little bit later on tonight and early tomorrow morning. While we're on the subject of temperatures, Matthew, what do you have right now?
Well, over at the airport, we have some heavy snowfall at 16 degrees. Over in Midland, we have some snow flurries at 18. Here at Radio Center, we also have some snow flurries, but at 17 degrees. We have west winds at 25 miles per hour, gusting up to 36 miles per hour, and our pressure is at 30.03, and it's rising.
If there was ever a day that was pretty close to average, it was yesterday. And it looks like that's about as warm as we're going to see for the next several days, if not the next couple of weeks, because we are going to be looking at much colder air pulled down out of Canada, and it's going to stick around for several days. I got a funny feeling we're probably going to be looking at a few days in February before we begin to see some kind of moderation on these temperatures. Right now, we owe a lot of this weather to a low pressure system over western Quebec province up in Canada. We do have a relatively weak high pressure over southern Illinois. There's another high pressure system that's well up in Canada. It would be north of Montana and North Dakota. That's the one that's going to be the primary driver as far as these cold temperatures go. And very possibly could determine exactly how much snow we're going to get as we get into the weekend, because obviously a lot of folks have been talking about a major winter storm that is going to be affecting the central part of the continental United States. And by central, I mean north-south central. All the activity is going to kick off in New Mexico. We're seeing that beginning to take shape, and then moving into northern Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, northern Mississippi, Alabama, all of Tennessee, all of Kentucky, looking at Missouri, and then moving to the east with the activity continuing in through the Appalachian Mountains, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York State, into the New England states. All of this over the next several days, Sunday and Monday. Monday appears to be a very active weather day for the folks in the northeastern third of the continental United States. The majority of it is going to be snow, but there is going to be some ice there beginning the work week next week. Ahead of all of that, as we move into the weekend, we're going to be looking at ice, heavy snows, moderate snows, and then lighter snows. The exact path of the system has not really been determined as of yet, probably because of two reasons. There's a low pressure system, which is going to be scooting along through the Gulf Coast states, and based on the track of that particular low is going to mean just how close we are going to get in the Great Lakes Bay area and in Michigan into any kind of winter storm activity. The high pressure system that's blowing all the cold air down over top of us is going to maintain pretty well even course. It's going to stay up in Canada, and it's going to pull that cold air down over Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, and then, of course, into the New England states. The low pressure system, which is going to be gathering the moisture, right now looks like it's going to be moving through the central part of Alabama as well as Mississippi and Georgia. That's the pathway that will determine quite a bit of ice and very little snowfall all the way up into Michigan. Matter of fact, the southern third, if not the southern half of the lower peninsula, will probably get some form of snow if that low pressure system stays the course that it looks like it could. But there's a very good chance that that low will work its way a little bit further north. And if it does, it's going to be moving through northern Arkansas, southern Missouri, and then into and around and through Tennessee, into, I want to say West Virginia, and then up into the New England states. It'll follow the Appalachian Mountains in a northeasterly direction. If that's the case, we will get measurable amount of snow here in Michigan, especially central and southern portions of the state. We could very easily see 3 to 6 inches of snow out of this system, and it would be Sunday that most of the activity would be centered. Now, who has the snow as of right now here in Michigan? And how much did we get yesterday morning through the morning hours and into the early afternoon? Well, it was very common all across the Great Lakes Bay area, 1 to 3 inches of snow. Now, who has snow, total snow depths as of right now? Caseville area is reporting 8 inches. Bad Axe has 6. Caro, Auburn, they have 5 inches being recorded. Gladwin is looking at 6 inches on the ground. West Branch has 9. Fife Lake, which is over toward the northwest corner, right now has 20 inches of snow. Williston, Michigan has 25 inches. And again, all of these are the lower peninsula. We're not talking the UP. Frankenmuth right now says that they have 4 inches of snow on the ground. So today, mostly cloudy skies, glimpses of sun as we go through the day, some flurries and some snow showers. The best chance of all of that happening will be later this afternoon, although we have seen some individual cells pop up within the last hour around the Great Lakes Bay area. Tonight, snow shower activity, some clearing taking place, and as a result, those temperatures will drop down below zero because of that clearing. We're looking for low tonight of 4 below zero. As I said, we've already reached our high for the day, which was about 26, 27 degrees right after midnight this morning. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds, more sun than clouds. As a result, a whole lot colder, 2. And we're being optimistic for an afternoon high temperature tomorrow night, with a cold weather advisory, 9 below zero. Now, the winds will determine just how chilly it really is. And we're going to be looking at a west breeze tomorrow, about 15 to 18 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, we'll have a west breeze at 10. So that will really help. But still, we're going to have wind chills around 20 to 25 below zero tomorrow night. Then moving into Saturday, we're going to look at a mix of clouds and sun. We'll only make it up to about 8 for a high on Saturday, 1 for a low on Saturday night. Chance of snow will be moving in after midnight on Saturday night and during the day on Sunday. As of right now, coverage is going to be pretty well centered in the southern third of the lower peninsula on Sunday. We'll get up to 15 for a high, 5 for a low on Sunday night. But again, if that low tracks a little bit further north, we will have a much better chance of seeing measurable amount of snow in the Great Lakes Bay area. Now, moving into Monday, as of right now, partly cloudy skies, becoming cloudy as we go through the day. 18 degrees for a high, 10 for a low on Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, mostly cloudy skies, 20 for a high, right around 9 degrees for a low. Very heavy snow, though, is in the forecast for south of Michigan. So again, please be advised, if you are going to be traveling, heading south, you definitely have to plan ahead in terms of getting in contact with the people that you are going to be meeting up with. Transportation, if you're driving, if you're flying, whatever, stay tuned. Just keep posted because there could very possibly be quite a few delays, especially south of Michigan, as we move into the weekend weather-wise. 57 is the record high on this date. That was set back in 1933. The record low was 8 below zero. I don't think we're going to hit it, but we'll come close. 4 below is what we're projecting. That record low was set in 1970 and tied in 2000. Now, a year ago, we struggled to hit 6 for a high. Our low was 3 below zero, and we had about a half inch of snow. Again, that was last year on the 22nd of January. Warmest ever, 22nd, 1933. As we said, the record high was 57. The low was 37. And the coldest ever, you got to go back to 1970. Again, our low was 8 below zero. And our high temperatures struggled to hit zero on January the 22nd, back in 1970. The snowiest ever, 6 inches. That was set in 2008. Long range to take us all the way through the first 10 days of February, below normal on our temperatures, average to below average on the moisture. That, in a nutshell, is what the weather is all about for right now. Matthew, who do we have on deck?
Coming up next, we have Melinda Sweeney from the Andersons, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
So we welcome back Melinda Sweeney. Market report brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrient Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth, your Farmall tractor dealer. They've got them anywhere from the value packed compact Farmall A all the way up to the deluxe compact Farmall C and C series with cabs. So you got a job that you need to have done, a big job, little job, whatever it is. Well, Weiss will pair you up with the right size Farmall tractor to get that job done quickly and efficiently and cost effectively. Remember, the tractor does it all. So no matter what you're doing, Can Do comes in red, and it's called Farmall. See them today. Farmall tractors on display at Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth, doing it right longer. Along with us, Melinda Sweeney over at the Andersons, and welcome back, Melinda. How's the family?
It's good. Our little boy's going to be 11 weeks tomorrow.
Wow. Hard to believe. Hard to believe it's been that long. So
I know.
Did you have a much needed, well-rested few months or weeks, or did you have a little chore to do overnight?
I don't know how well rested you get with a newborn, but it definitely had some much needed family time.
Yeah, I guess so. It's nice. And the baby's name?
Camden.
Camden. Oh.
Yeah.
For a minute, I thought it would be commodity related. It says commodities are your life.
Now, Camden Twilliger, and his dad is over the moon for him.
Oh, wow. That's great. That's great. The markets, what's going on today?
Yeah, we have nearby corn unchanged, just trying to be up a penny or two. Nearby beans are unchanged, but new crop beans are up 2, and then wheat's up 7. A lot to be desired in the last 11 weeks, right, in the market since I've been off on leave. But really, we have a report coming out next Friday, the January 30th report. And a lot to be decided on that. We have the U.S. and China talking about corn exports. China imported about 800 million metric tons in December and 560 million metric tons in November. And they only imported 340,000 tons in 2024. So their corn imports are up quite a bit. There's a lot of people that think that we could get back closer to the 13.5 million metric tons that they took in 2024. But as we start to see those headlines really start to string together, we can get a better picture there. We're also going to get a look at the U.S. 26 corn crop. S&P Global, which used to be Informa, currently is predicting that to be around 95 million acres versus the 98.8 million acres we had in 2025 for corn acres planted. At the same time, they're probably going to start that corn yield estimate somewhere between 180 to 103 bushels per acre. So if they do that on top of if we carry in a 2.2 billion bushel ending stock, we're going to have a really big corn problem to figure out next year to solve for. So nearby resistance is still that 430 to 440 range in the corn market, which is at the levels we were at before the January 9th report.
So not too optimistic as far as corn prices then.
No, we have to get to that 430, 440 mark and start pushing through that. And once we get through that, maybe we can see a little more optimism there. In the bean market, bulls are really starting to point towards the bit of short covering we're seeing and some harvest delays in Brazil, a little bit of dryness in Argentina, but harvest should be underway and they should be around 3 to 5% harvested next week in Brazil. And there are reports that they think they will move that production number higher coming out of South America. Currently, they're at 178 million metric tons. The USDA has them pegged at, and there's a lot of people that believe they should be in the 180 to 185 million metric ton. So that could definitely increase our bean world supply, our bean world supply. And then our S&P Global forecast for 2026 bean acres is somewhere around the 84.5 million acres versus 82.1 million acres in 2025. And a lot of our support right now is somewhere between the 10 and 1020 futures range, and the nearby resistance is 1070 to 1090 range. If we push through the $11, beans typically don't like to trade long-term between $11 and $12, so they'll really figure it out quick on what side of the market they want to be on. And then in the wheat world, a lot of eyes on the extreme wintry conditions in Russia and Europe, along as well as here in the U.S., thinking that there could be some damage left without proper snow cover. But not a ton of news there. They still feel like it's in a really good dormancy stage and we should be okay. And a lot of pressure has kind of came off the market with Trump backing down yesterday, not saying he's going to invade Greenland. So that's also been a little more positive for the market as well.
So right now on the board at the Andersons, what do you have, Melinda?
Yeah, right now we have nearby corn at $4, new crop 26 corn at $3.90. Nearby soybeans at $10.35, new crop beans at $10.12, new crop July red wheat at $4.75, and new crop July white wheat at $4.95.
You take care. Have a great day again. Great to have you back. We'll talk to you next week. All right?
Thanks. You guys too.
You bet. Melinda Sweeney over at the Andersons. A little bit more in depth. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us right now. The Market Report brought to you by the Frankenmuth Credit Union. They're here to help farmers with lines of credit, equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. They can be your hometown financial solution. All you got to do is check them out. Stop by any of their conveniently located offices and see what they can do for you. Find out a little bit more? Well, go online, frankenmuthcu.org. Market Report also brought to you by Steiner Tractor. Those old tractors, yeah, they need to be fixed because obviously your life and job both stop if that tractor stops running. You want that older tractor to work for you? Well, every once in a while, you're going to have to fix it. They've got new parts for old tractors at Steiner Tractor, 800-234-3280. Or go online at steinertractor.com. Doug Klein, good morning.
Well, good morning.
What are we looking at now?
Well, silver hit an all-time high today, 95.51. Well, it's hot. So that, of course, had Caterpillar at a new high today, $655 a share. Most of the miners hit new highs today. McKesson had their earnings today. No, McKesson, not McKesson. McCormick had their earnings today. Of course, they're in the food business, so they actually hit a new low today. Exxon hit a new high today, so a lot of the oil service and oil companies are doing quite well lately. Natural gas is still up 4%, another 4%, so you're really killing it on that one. You just nailed it. That's all I can say to that. So here's your numbers. The March corn is 4.23 and a quarter, up a penny and a half. The September corn 4.37 and a quarter, up a penny and a quarter. March soybeans 10.66, up 1 and a half. The September soybeans 10.72 and 3/4, up 4 and a quarter. The March wheat is 5.16 and a quarter, up 8 and a quarter, and the September wheat 5.54, up 8 cents. Sugar's at 14.96, up 22 cents. Crude oil is 59.39, down $1.23. Heating oil is 239.40, down 3.5 cents. Gasoline 182.16, down 3.5 cents. Natural gas 366.5, up 13 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, US dollar buys $1.38 Canadian, that's down 35 ticks. The dollar buys 158.26 yen, that's up 1 tick. The euro's at 117.42, that's up 60 ticks. And the dollar is at 98.37, down 40 ticks. Gold is at 48.84.40, up $46.90. Silver is 95.17, up $2.85. Platinum 25.27.70, up $48.30. And copper's at 5.73.5. That's down a half a penny.
You have a great day, Doug. Thank you.
Thanks. Yep, you too.
Talk to you later. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at PC Ag Solutions. Open house coming up on Monday, January the 26th. It's going to be a old stock and previous trade-in sale day. You can browse and buy at discount prices this coming Monday. It's going to be at the shop, the PC Ag shop at 2336 North Reese Road in Reese. A number of vendors are going to be there. They're scheduled to be there anywhere from 9 until 2. Obviously, PC Ag always has one of these every year, structured meeting, but not this year. Expect one-on-one time with the whole PC Ag team and vendor reps during the day. Again, that's Monday coming up at the PC Ag shop located at 2336 North Reese Road in the Reese area. Along with us right now, Jerry Samalski, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Jerry, what should we be talking to folks about today?
Well, we're still in Grand Rapids amongst the snow talking about all kinds of different plants. I sat on a great seminar today about landscape lighting, and it's soup to nuts out here. Anything that involves the industry is here. And right now I've got Amy Upton with us. She's the executive director of Michigan Nursery and Landscape Association.
Hello, I'm so happy to be with you today. Oh my gosh, despite the weather, we have over 3,000 green industry professionals in Grand Rapids at the 2026 Great Lakes Trade Exposition. This is an expo that has everything you need, everything the contractor, the professionals need to install the great landscapes that we do across the state, not to mention the plants that we grow. We have over 430 booth spaces this year. And like I said, over 3,000 professionals were able to brave the snow and come on out. So we're having a great time here.
Amy, thank you very much for sharing. We really appreciate it. And let's hear a little bit more from you in the upcoming weeks, okay?
Very good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you guys take care. Jerry, thank you so much. Jerry Samalski, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Quick break, and then we'll be right back.
PowerLift Hydraulic Doors. Ever heard of them? PowerLift Hydraulic Doors is the largest hydraulic door manufacturer in North America, manufacturing and installing hydraulic doors for over 30 years. Covering the entire state of Michigan, we can custom design your new door up to 150 feet by 45-foot clear opening. We can fit your airplane hangar, agricultural shed, industrial or commercial structure with a strong, reliable, and high-performance door. Nothing beats a PowerLift hydraulic door built right here in Marlette, Michigan. Our custom hydraulic doors are designed for your toughest jobs.
Hi, I'm Andy. The price we give you is the installed price, and you deal with us from the beginning to the end. To schedule your PowerLift door consultation, call 989-635-8017 and ask for Andy, or visit powerliftdoorsmi.com. PowerLift Hydraulic Doors of Michigan. When you need it done right, we lift you above the rest.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. And by Freeland Bean and Grain, your Dairyland seed dealer. Got any questions? They've got answers over at Freeland Bean. Remember, serving you is their business, and they've been doing it since 1983. We say good morning to Joe Kramer, Michigan Bean Commission Executive Director. Joe, where are you at today?
I am in sunny Grand Forks, North Dakota today, Terry.
And it's cold too.
I think the wind chill said 31 below.
So,
it's cold.
Yeah, it's sweater weather. What's going on there, Joe?
Well, listen, I'm standing here with a couple of friends from Central Valley Bean Company out here, and they're big time pinto bean folks. And David Scholand, I just wanted to have him talk to you a little bit about what's going on in the pinto bean world.
Good morning. How are you, David?
Good.
Good.
Thanks for having me. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, things are, it's a depressing market no matter what commodity you're in right now. But as we're working through it, it seems to be going. We're shipping well, and things are moving along. It's a depressed market. It's kind of all classes is somewhat in the same boat, but we're getting through it. It's just going to take a little while, kind of move through inventories and stuff. But we've been through this before, and we'll get through it again.
I was just going to say we've done this before, so not a problem. We'll just move forward, and hopefully everything will work out. It's just going to take a little bit of time, right?
Yeah. Well, and we're one thing about this with these little softer prices is we're definitely competitive. It's good for movement. The beans are moving. They're getting shipped. The consumption is good. We're on the right track to getting this corrected again. And it's not a 1-year problem. That's the thing. Most of the time with the dry beans, we didn't just get here overnight. And it's going to take us a little bit to get through it.
Work our way through it.
Hey, thanks a lot for sharing, David. Really appreciate it. Joe, you take care. Have a great day, okay?
Thanks, Terry.
You betcha. Talk to you later. Joe Kramer with the Michigan Bean Commission. Let's find out what's going on in New York right now. Teresa will be joining us in just a moment. Tell you what, why don't we just take a quick break, and then we'll be right back. Harvest more than crops. Harvest opportunity with precision farming technology. At PC Ag Solutions, we deliver precision ag solutions for every grower, no matter your experience level. From easy-to-use guidance systems to full machine control, we'll customize a package that fits your farm and works with any brand of equipment. As your local ag leader dealer, PC Ag Solutions is here to help you maximize your equipment, your time, and your bottom line. Call us today, 989-868-4444. Now I think we've got Teresa on the line. Nope, not available. All righty. What we'll do is just kind of give you an idea on a couple of things coming up here. The Crop Summit, that's going to be coming up next Tuesday and Wednesday, Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. So mark that down if you haven't already. And of course, Sender Snowfest. That will be kicking off on Wednesday, and we'll be there for the ABC baking contest. All of that activity will take place in the warming tent, kicking off with Art Lewis's show beginning at 9:00 in the morning. Farm Service been brought to you today by the folks from Krejak's House Family Restaurant. Got an event coming up? Not a problem. They can take care of it for you. They've got all the food available and you will be a hero at your event when you work with the folks at Kryzak's House Family Restaurant. They're also a great place to dine in. And don't forget, Fat Tuesdays coming up in February the 17th. And we'll have a lot more information on that. The Punchki Day will be held at Kryzak's house once again, and we'll be broadcasting from there. Back at 12:30 with an update. We conclude now. Back with more next hour.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland. WSGW.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.